So 3 plays already first and goal, and they are wasting little time. They'll try and power it in with Juszczyk. And he is going to lose yardage here. It's a loss of a yard there, and now second down.
So often you hear that pep talks don't really work in the heat of the battle, but collectively, this defense has to say to each other, we've been on our heels this whole first drive. This is where we need to dig in. And they got a nice stop right there for a loss on first and goal.
McCaffrey will get into the end zone for a 49er touchdown. And they would not be denied on the ground, powering it in just one play after they got stopped short.
And how about how many tight ends were on the field? Because in today's NFL, we think of a tight end more as a pass catcher. But this group, they tell them you've got to be able to run block to stay on this team. And they committed to it and got it done right there.
Moody good with the extra point, and it's now a 7-0 game. So here's Moody back out there now to send this one away. This will wind up way short of the landing zone, so that's going to move the ball all the way up to the 40-yard line. So first and 10 now from the 30. First carry now for Alexander Madison. And he is met in his tracks behind the line of... Second and 11.
That was well played there defensively. 2 tight ends in the formation, which essentially gave them 7 blockers up front. Hard to imagine with all that size and beef that they could let a tackler through, but that's exactly what happened. A loss resulted.
Looking to throw it. Minshew. Looking left side, and he's got a man. That's Bowers. And he's going to be out of bounds right at midfield. That one good for 20 on the catch and run.
And this was a nice example of an offensive coordinator scheming his guy open. Just a little underneath route, just trying to free up some space. And it worked awfully well. Got him not just space, but plenty of room to run after the catch to pick up really nice yardage.
From the midfield stripe, they'll look to throw. Oh, he tries to force it in, and it's intercepted. Picked up by Diamago Lenore. And a huge return as he'll take this one all the way down inside the 30-yard line. Certainly not his best throw that time, and not a good time to make it, Charles, when they were a nickel with 5 defensive backs on the field.
And that's exactly why you have those 5 DBs out there. You want extra speed on the field, guys who have ball skills and understand what the passing game can do, and gives them a chance to react and make a play on the football, and they take one of those away.
On first down, this is McCaffrey. Robert Spillane able to bring him down.
No doubt about it. A really nice job there by the defense, not allowing him to get to the perimeter. But that means your defensive ends, your outside linebackers, the guys that you pay big money to sack the quarterback, they also have to have interest in the running game as well. And they did a nice job there of holding the point of attack and not giving ground.
Second and 9. Again, they run. Again, it's McCaffrey. And he's brought down at the 24 after a gain of 4. They haven't made much of this great starting field position they had. Here's 3rd and 6. They go play action here. Purdy. Touchdown! Brandon Ayuk. A 24-yard touchdown. And the 49ers lead this now 13-0 here in the opening quarter of the ball game.
The full team is involved in this game early, aren't they? Go down the field, score on offense, take the ball away on defense, and go right back and score again. You got to like the way that's working for them.
That's exactly right. Touchdown, turnover, touchdown, two-score lead. A little bit like you at breakfast this morning. I got to get this in. You had a perfect omelet, dropped it. It's a little bit of a turnover. You went right back, though, and got that omelet and crushed it.
You got to do what you got to do.
Yeah.
You got to do what you got to do.
Don't worry about your hands, though.
Yeah.
So after the made field goal by Moody, he's back out to kick this one away. And this is not going to wind up anywhere near the landing zone, so this will be blown dead. And they'll move it up to the 40. The Raider offense set to get this drive started. And they're in an early hole. The first drive, they threw the interception. That led to a touchdown. So decent-sized deficit early on.
It is, but I think you hit the key words early on. So they have to decide, do we even need to change game plan? Or do we just need to execute better and try and get back in this game?
And I think we're all starting to wonder with this early deficit, what will that do to their play calling? Do they feel like they have to be more aggressive? Because they're throwing to start the drive here. But it winds up incomplete.
First carry for Amir Abdullah. And he'll fight for a couple as the tackle is made at about the 32.
Well, that's a good start to this drive on the defensive side of the ball.
Force the incompletion on first down, and you're able to shut down the running play on second.
Yeah, I wouldn't be surprised now. A little bit of pressure going at the quarterback in the expected passing situation.
On play action, it's Minshew. Over the middle, and there's a diving catch. And he is going to have the Raiders first down as they're able to get the third down conversion.
And the key number on that play, 3. Third play of the drive, third down, spectacular catch, turns into a first down.
First down saves them from a 3 and out. First carry of the game for Zamir White. And a strong run there as he'll take this all the way down to the 35. Another strong gain on the last 2 plays. They've moved it a combined 33 yards. Now you're down early. How do you get back in the game, maybe establish the run? I think they're trying to do that.
Now I'm with you on that one, and what I like about the message is that there's no panic from the head coach. He's already told his offensive coordinator, let's run the football, let's get things settled down a little bit and find our way back into this game.
Talanoa Hufanga in on the stop.
You've got to be impressed by that defensive front on reps like those. They were not being moved off the line, kept their shoulders square, and gave their teammates time to fight to the ball and limit that game.
From the 33, here's a 2nd and 8. Here's Minshew. Caught on the right side by Adams. And he'll be out of bounds, able to get it down to the 25 there. That'll give him 8 that time. And that's going to make it third down and less than a yard. Throw left side complete. That's Tucker. And he'll be out of bounds as he gets this down about the 21 or 22. It'll be a pickup of 4, good enough to earn him yet another first down. That time the conversion comes courtesy of the RPO.
And know what it did? It moved the sticks. Nice pickup on third down. Even better decision.
They'll go play action here with Minshew. And it's caught. Touchdown Raiders. Jacoby Myers from 21 yards away. And the Raiders are back within a score. bouncing back nicely from that bad opening drive where he threw the interception. Drive number 2 leads him right down the field and into the end zone.
So obviously his confidence was never lost, and that's a good thing to see. Great quality to have. You absolutely must maintain that as a quarterback. But I have to think that they're probably still on the script that they prepared for this game. Just the second drive. They've worked on these plays all week in practice. Put them to good use on that one.
The Raiders with the football here to begin quarter number 2. As they've got it as we resume action. On as the Raider kickoff unit now as they will send this one away. This is going to be returned from the middle of the end zone. And he'll get it up past the 20 to about the 22. The San Francisco offense ready to start their next drive. And right now they're saying, hey, let's keep this going. 2 drives, 2 touchdowns.
Yeah, can't ask for a better start than that, can you? I mean, this is the way you practice it. This is the way you rehearse it. But right now, the play calling, they're locked in really well. Well, it's time for them to be good teammates right here. What I mean by that is possess the ball for a little while. Get at least 2 first downs. Give their defense a chance to settle down a little bit after they give up a touchdown.
From the 25, here's second down at 7. In motion, the tight end. Purdy. Trying for Ayuk, but it's intercepted. And the Raiders are going to take over at their own 41. Well, this was a 14-0 game not too long ago. Things were looking pretty good. And then you give up the touchdown on the last drive, now the interception.
So that's a lesson in trying to stay vigilant, isn't it? You have to stay on top of things. Can't relax too much because, as you noted, things change. Now they've got to go out there and get a spark going again and try and slow down this comeback.
They begin the drive on the ground. It's White. Yeah, he'll be pretty well stopped in his tracks. Give him a yard up to the 42.
Defensively, we always know that he is tough and run support, and I think the way that he gets there is he understands what an offense is going to do before the ball's even snapped. A great job of scouting prior to the game, then reading, reacting, and taking the right path to the ball carrier.
He hits Adams complete, and he's brought down. 17 yards is the pickup there for number 17.
Partner, this is one of the best routes anyone can have in their offensive playbook. Tough to defend because you think it's a go route, and then he breaks it back on the comeback. There's one other thing you need as well.
A well-thrown ball.
Exactly right. Gal, the guy who has some precision in throwing the football because of the timing of the route.
And he is going to be stopped cold behind the line of scrimmage. Officially, it's a 1-yard loss. That's going to bring up 2nd and 11.
I have a feeling they'll stay committed to running the football, especially on their early downs. They just haven't had a whole lot of success just yet.
From the gun, Minshew to throw. Now a diving effort right sideline. He's got it. The Raiders going to use one of their timeouts. They'll have 2 remaining as we step aside here in this second quarter. Line of scrimmage, the 15. It's 1st and 10. That's caught by Tucker. They'll wind up getting just a yard out of it, and it's 2nd down.
As a defense, you're more balanced when you're in zone coverage because you're able to keep your eyes on the quarterback and see the play develop in front of you. You're able to keep the quick pass in front of them and stop it right at the line of scrimmage.
Over the middle into traffic, and that's complete. And the Raiders are looking at 1st and goal as he's tackled all the way down at the 2-yard line.
A nice chunk play from the tight end position, and it illustrates the cohesiveness that he and his quarterback have. Both saw the extra defender doubling him up, and they still combined for the completion and big gain.
White is not going to get back to the line of scrimmage as they'll tackle him at the 3. It's a loss of a yard there, and it's second down.
That's a really alert defense there because they saw the heavy look come in from the offense, countered it with extra linebackers who brought a little bit of speed and heft, and able to really make a big-time play for their defense.
And he's got it. And he'll be brought down right on the edge of the goal line at about the 1-yard line. Only 3 yards there on the completion. That'll lead to a 3rd and goal.
That might feel like a little bit of a lost opportunity there for the offense because the defense brought pressure that time. And sometimes against that, you can get out to your running back, and it can turn into a big gain downfield. But what a nice job they did getting to him quickly and holding him to a short gain.
What a stand this would be if they can get the stop here. 3rd and goal. White. Well, they hit him in the backfield, and he will not escape. And that is not going to get it done. He lost 2, and it brings up 4.
One word comes to mind to me after that last play, and that's alert. That defense took a chance guessing the snap count, and they were so right. Got great push up front, and that forces 4th and goal.
The kick by Carlson is good, and they'll cut the lead back down to 4 now at 14-10. So, Charles, they get to them with their first turnover of the game and then make it hurt a little bit extra with a field goal.
And anytime you give the ball up, what's the first thing a coach tells his defense? Don't let them score off of this. You've got to put out the fire. In fact, in 2021, that's what one NFL coach turned his defense. The firemen. Go out there, guys, and don't let them put some points on the board.
The 49er offense set to get this drive underway. So now, Charles, this drive maybe a touch more important, trying to erase the memory of that interception they had the last time out.
Yeah, and everyone goes through this because even the best in the game, you're going to have games where it just doesn't go right for you, and interceptions result. So, frankly, to me, it's all about how you respond, not just the types of plays that you call, but how you carry yourself, how you show your team that you're still with it, and how you continue to lead.
They'll send the tight end in motion. They stay on the ground. McCaffrey again. 92 yards rushing for him as he has been tough to stop here this first half.
Consecutive positive runs for him on the last 2 snaps. He certainly appears to be trying to put the offense on his back and just move them down the field, but his number is called. The way he's running it, I keep going back to him.
Play action, and now here's Purdy to throw it. Now the Raiders going to go ahead and use the second of their timeouts, as the clock will stop with 55 seconds to go until halftime.
How about that? Defensive coordinator perfectly in sync, dials up a blitz, and the man in the middle, he's the one who gets home.
Big Mike.
Big Mike.
3rd and 8. Purdy looking to throw. And he takes a shot on the release as this will be incomplete.
1 first down here, and that's all, folks. Good work by this defense to hold things in check and force a punting situation.
So on 4th down, here's the Australia native Mitch Wishnowsky to punt this one away. And that one hits a little too close to the goal line, and it continues into the end zone for a touchback. offense for Las Vegas about set to begin the drive. A slim deficit here in a one-possession game. Not much time left, obviously. We'll see if they can march this down the field, at least get 3 and take some momentum into the locker room. And up to the 35 before they're able to knock him down. Minshew sets to throw. And that is incomplete. 16 seconds now on the clock.
And I think they'd be well served to take that type of a physical approach against him the rest of the game. He's had his way so far. But on that last one, that worked quite well for the defense.
Now Minshew. A hit as he throws there, incomplete.
What we're seeing so far is the defense is certainly coordinated. Both levels doing their jobs in tandem. The back helping the front helping the back. The pressure got home on that last play and forced him to try and throw through contact and shorted the sticks.
Again, he'll drop the throw. He's got his target. That's complete. And he is going to have the Raiders first down as they're able to get the third down conversion. Now a timeout. 7 seconds left in the first half. 2 first downs have them up near midfield now on 1st and 10. It'll be Minshew again. And it's complete to Adams. He's going to be brought down there in the field of play. And the clock will run, no timeouts. They will not have the chance to bring out the field goal unit. Welcome back. Halftime over. We are ready for quarter number 3. Alongside Charles Davis, I'm Brandon Gaudin. Are going to have it first, and they trail here as we get back to it in this third quarter of action. And he'll go down as this drive will start at the 25-yard line. Las Vegas offense ready to start this next drive. This offense, Charles, had a strong first half throwing the football, at least in terms of yardage, but that hasn't translated so far on the scoreboard as they begin the third quarter here, trailing and looking for a little momentum.
Yeah, you're right about that because, let's face it, in the first half, most of their focus was in the passing game. But to their credit, resulted in a healthy amount of yardage. So I would think at the halftime, they're going to anticipate that defense loosening up a little bit to try and cover the passing lanes. They've got to get the running game going, and there should be some gaps to run through now.
And he'll be taken down, but not before they reach the 50. That good for 21 yards on the catch and run.
And it's a real luxury when you have a guy who can turn a short throw into a solid gain at any moment. Once he caught that ball, he ID'd where the open grass was and got there in a hurry to pick up a new set of downs for his offense.
First down, here's White. And he's going to get a solid gain of 9 before being brought down. Second and right at a yard.
Running lanes were at a premium in the first half, but he's able to find some room there, and he's hoping that that's a precursor of a big second half.
From the 41, Minshew dancing to his left. And he gets this down inside the 35 before going out of bounds. Good work by Minshew there to pick up the first.
He's been patient this entire game, waiting for the perfect moment to surprise him with a quarterback keeper. There he catches him off guard and converts his first rush of the game into a first down. Gotta love that efficiency.
They'll try the right side here with White. It's a 7-yard carry to set them up with a 2nd and 3.
Sometimes with the running game, you just got to stick with it. Look, it's the third quarter, no time to panic. But that also doesn't mean you just do it the same way you've been doing it the entire ball game. Maybe change up some blocking assignments or run a few different plays, but stay with the overall essence of the running game.
Ball on the 27. Here's 2nd and 3. Now they'll switch it up here and look to throw. That's caught by Myers. Touchdown! Jakobi Myers with his 2nd touchdown of the afternoon. And the Raiders have taken the lead here in this 3rd quarter.
I know we often laugh and sometimes we even insult the guys who are great trash talkers and give us some really funny lines. But the bottom line is absolute production on the field. His 2nd touchdown of the game, and they lead.
And now they'll be looking to their defense to preserve that lead. Extra point by Carlson, up and good. And it's now 17-14. On is the Raider kickoff unit now as they will send this one away. And this will wind up way short of the landing zone, so that's going to move the ball all the way up to the 40-yard line. The San Francisco offense ready to start their next drive. Charles, it feels like we're set up for a good second half here. Came out of the locker room, one-score game. Now the lead has already changed hands. Well, this offense, they've got an opportunity right now to take that lead right back.
Yeah, and it feels like you're going back and forth. It's a little bit like a tennis match, right? And we're just already know. Heads just keep moving. Which side has it? Which side's going to score? How are they going to go out doing it? A little bit of a challenge for each side, trying to match each other.
The big play to start him out. Has him at the 45 already. Out of the gun, Purdy. Into heavy traffic, and it's intercepted. Picked up by Divine Diablo. And the Raiders are going to get the football here at their own 40-yard line. But just a lot going on there in the middle of the field, and this one winds up a turnover.
Yeah, they're running a crossing route here, and the idea of it is to get defenders confused about who to go with. But if you throw it too early, sometimes it's your quarterback that gets confused, and here he throws it into coverage and gets it intercepted.
The Raider offense set to get this drive started. They'll start at the 40, so great starting field position following the interception. They'll start the drive with a give to White, and he is met in his tracks behind the line of scrimmage. They'll lose a yard there, and it's 2nd and 11.
When people talk about plays being blown up, that's exactly what they're talking about. That's Exhibit A for physical play.
A loss of a yard there to start out. That leads to a 2nd and 11. On play action, they'll throw. Over the middle, complete. It's Bowers. So the completion results there in 9 yards. And this will wind up being a 3rd and 3.
Such a tough position to defend near the line, even when you add a second defender. But the big man shrugged off the extra body and made the play call a success.
3rd and 3. They'll look to throw. Oh, he had him. He was open, but he couldn't get it to him. It's incomplete.
I see the surprise in your face there, partner. That is a rare incompletion from him. He's been on point this entire game.
He has percentage completion-wise way up. Not that time. And now a high kick here as he'll try to hang it up there. It'll be 37 yards there on the punt. And the Niners will go on offense. 1st and 10. The 49er offense set to get this drive underway. Trying to shake off the interception. He'll look to throw. And down he goes. Brought down a Raider sack. Final minute now of the 3rd quarter. Here's Purdy. And his throw here is incomplete.
I like the calmness of how he played the ball here. No panic in his eyes as that throw arrived. Tracked it from the moment it left the quarterback's hand. And that's just where he needed to be to knock it away.
An incomplete pass on that last play, and that means they'll need to come up with something here on 3rd down. Shotgun now with Purdy. And that is incomplete.
But how about the coverage we just saw him break out on 3rd down? Dime defense, blanketed the field with extra defensive backs and speed, unable to find an open hole to complete that pass.
Wishnowski on to punt as he sends this one away. That'll be put in the books as a 53-yard punt. And it'll be Raiders football, 1st and 10. The offense for Las Vegas about set to begin the drive. And they've got the lead here getting late into the 3rd quarter. And the passing game for them, it's been terrific. We've seen that, but the rushing game almost non-existent.
And with the lead and trying to finish this game off, they need the running game to come back to life. They need to get sparked that way, take some time off the clock, and keep the ball away from their opponents.
They couldn't ask for much more to this point in the 2nd half. A gorgeous day, one-score game. 1st and 10 here. They'll go up the middle with White. Down to about the 45. Dre Greenlaw in there on the tackle. 3 quarters have come and gone. You're watching the NFL on EA Sports. Back now here in Santa Clara. It's been a very hotly contested game to this point. Just a field goal separating these two teams as we get set for the 4th quarter. This is 2nd and 8. To throw. And that'll be incomplete. Took a pretty good shot as he tried to pull that one in. Couldn't hang on 3rd down.
He did a fine job there of not hitting him before the ball arrived, and I've got to tell you, you can often mistime that play because of the angles of approach. When you're going to get him, sometimes you panic as well and think, I've got to be there right now. Instead, in this case, timed it perfectly and knocked it free.
On 3rd down, he'll drop to throw. He had a man open, but he missed him, and it's incomplete.
That open man that time, they ended up putting a little too much heat on it, don't you think, partner?
Absolutely, just needed a touch more air under it. Instead, he fired an absolute bullet. On fourth down, the punt team is on as this is sent away. And a fair catch taken here at the 5-yard line. Interesting. They'll score that a 36-yard punt, and the 49ers will take over deep in their own territory.
That punt was near perfection as it checked up inside the 5-yard line. You never know where these things are going to go, do you?
No, what was it? You got a John Heisman quote about that,
yeah,
right?
He said the football is roughly a prolate spheroid, which means it's going to bounce funny, and you never know where it's going to end up.
The drive begins with a run by McCaffrey. And this is going to double their room to maneuver, able to get it from the 5 to the 10-yard line.
I think they're ahead of schedule now after that run. They might be bold with this second down call after that type of a game.
Now 2nd and 5. Purdy off the play fake. And incomplete on the deep ball.
Just because you've got the lead in the fourth, it doesn't mean you have to play it safe. I like the aggressive play call there to push it downfield. That time, it didn't work out.
And this offense on 3rd down today, just 1 for 3 thus far. This will be 3rd and 5. Play action, now Purdy. And he goes down, it's a sack. They get him back at his own 3-yard line. Buried behind the line by Christian Wilkins.
I think most quarterbacks would love to have the goal line actually extend up into the air and turn into a wall. And they can put their back against it and know exactly where they are on the field so they don't end up in the end zone. Didn't do it on that play, but perilously close to the goal line.
A big kick there. We'll call it 56 yards on the punt. And the Raiders will take over now 1st and 10. The Las Vegas offense ready to start this next drive. Their defense got the stop, forced the punt, and now you really start to monitor the clock as they nurse this slim lead. And he's going to get this down to the 35-yard line. 22 yards on the catch and run, a 1st down.
Well, how about this aggressive approach? Got the lead, 4th quarter, continuing to throw the football. Are you thinking about Super Bowl 51? Atlanta had the lead against New England, and they ended up giving it up?
I was going to say, don't say it, but you did say it.
I did, didn't I?
Yeah, anybody watching Atlanta, our apologies. Nothing doing. Barely able to muster a yard to hit the 35.
But sometimes you just have to give credit to the defense. Great job there at the point of attack, holding up. They won their battles at the line of scrimmage, left them no space to try and run. A really nice job swarming to the ball carrier.
Rolling to his right. He finds his man complete. That's Bowers. And he is out of bounds inside the 30. They'll go for a gain of 7. And it makes it 3rd down and 2 yards to go. He was out there waving his arms. And when you got a quarterback out of the pocket looking for any help, I guess waving the arms is helpful.
It certainly is, because you got to get his attention, because now you're in scramble drill. So everyone's adjusting their routes, finding open space, and he found the right spot for the completion.
This is 3rd and 2, maybe the biggest play of this football game. Looking to throw it, Minshew. And look at this, they get the turnover they needed, it's intercepted. Picked off by Fred Warner, and the 49ers are right back in this football game. A seismic shift in momentum here in the 4th quarter. That's the break that the defense needed.
And you know as well as I do, people are going to question the play call in that situation. Sometimes you have to question the execution, not necessarily the call. And in this case, those defenders found a way to give their team a chance.
The San Francisco offense ready to start their next drive. A golden opportunity for them now following the interception. They need to try to at least get 3. Obviously, a touchdown puts them in a much more secure position. He's tackled a yard short of the marker. Good gain of 9 on 1st down.
Simple drag route here, lined up out left. He tried to work his way back across the field. You probably saw me twitch there, partner, because I think he wanted the ball a little bit sooner. By the time he looked it in, the defender was right on him.
A handoff, McCaffrey running right. And he's going to be hemmed in and brought down right at the line of scrimmage. Not enough there for a first. No gain, as a matter of fact. And it leaves them at 3rd and 1.
What an advantage having a elite guy to build a defensive line, because not only does he take up the space and let the linebackers run free, but he can also make plays himself, as we just saw there.
Here we go, 3rd and 1. Gut check time on both sides. Purdy now to throw off the play action. Under a heavy rush, and down he goes. Max Crosby in there to get him for a loss of 9 yards, and that also leads to 4th down.
Well, this has turned into an absolute week to forget for this quarterback. Multiple sacks, pair that with multiple turnovers. As far as he's concerned, if he ever sees his defense again, it'll be way too soon.
Here comes the 49ers punter now. He's been terrific so far. 3 points separating these two sides with 2 minutes left to go in the 4th. Here comes the 49ers punter now, as he'll punt it away for the 4th time today. Abdullah to return, fighting him off. We'll call that a punt of 54 yards, well struck. And out will come the offense as they take over. Raider offense set to get this drive started. And this game not quite over yet. And we'll likely see him take all 3 timeouts defensively, so they can't just kneel this one out. They're going to have to try to run a few plays.
You're exactly right. They've got to get a first down and make them use up all their timeouts in order to feel like they have this one in hand. That's it. That's what you want. Straight ahead positive gain. Just keep that clock ticking.
Second down and 6 now. Now it looks like he'll throw here. And that's complete to Adams. And they get him down, but not before he takes it across the 40-yard line.
But they picked up a little bit of yardage there, and now, in this situation, should be in no hurry to run a play really fast. Let the clock wind down.
Not totally home free yet, but it's looking good as they come up 1st and 10. Now a give up the middle. This is White, and he is going to be stopped cold behind the line of scrimmage.
Oftentimes when you see a running back get bunched up in the backfield, it's usually because the defensive tackle is eating up blockers for others to make the play. Not in this case.
2nd and 12, and you have to assume another all-out effort to stop the run is coming. He's going to get it again. Just looking to get forward and protect the ball. And they get to him after a gain of 6 to the 46. Now San Francisco going to call their 2nd timeout as they'll stop the clock with 24 seconds to go in the game. this play to move the sticks. Here's Minshew. Work in the middle of the field, and he's got a man complete. And he's going to have a Raider first down. And that should be the one that finishes the script here.
Tell you what, he's been able to put the ball in some tight spots all game long. That throw, no different. Yeah, a lot of people call it a gutsy type of a throw. I think he looks at it as, I can do it, so it's not that big of a deal to me, but I'm going to keep firing.
And he'll take this for a short gain on what will prove to be the final play of this ball game. So this one a victory for the Las Vegas Raiders. Well, on one side of this, Charles, an impressive victory. On the other, I mean, you think about it, they scored in the first quarter, but then they didn't score in quarters 2